Wild Magic West is a show intended for mature audiences. Today's episode contains depictions of violence. Viewer discretion is advised.
South of the glittering lights of Emerald Gulch, far from the iron walls of Tungsten Lake Prison, removed from the rampaging turquoise bluffs, and east of the Blight Marsh, where the land breaks into salted flats and bluestone marsh, the continent bleeds into a place they call the Sapphire Shoals. The river cuts it straight down the middle, wider than most children could dare to dream, slow and patient, like even it knows that eventually all roads lead to it. Barges drift into this booming port town heavy with supplies and secrets. Smaller boats drift out lighter than they probably should, and at the center of it all stands the shell lock. Metal jaws, grinding gears, and people paid entirely too well to ask complicated questions. This town grew up around that lock the way a scab grows around a wound. By day, Sapphire Shoals would have you believe it's honest. Bells from the chapel of the Order of the Rose ring out from towers on either side of the river, carrying over rotted plank roads and sun-bleached storefronts. Sermons speaking of sacrifice, of a better Orvin that could and should rise from hardship that often falls on deaf ears. But even the deaf know that the Order is always near, whether you like it or not. But by night, a different company is kept. Pirate colors flutter at the docks, patch sails and mismatched crews, smiles that never quite reach the eyes. They arrive in silence, and if possible, leave even quieter. Hard coin changes hands. Very few questions get asked. Everyone pretends not to notice the cannons under the tarps or the blood still caked in the rigging. Threaded through it all is the Black Vein Cartel. Roserite moves best when no one admits it's moving. Back alley deals, false ledgers, quiet bribes. A pink-hued crystal that some say speaks to your soul and would corrupt everything it touches if you let it. The cartel calls it power, the church calls it corruption, and the river doesn't care either way. Standing between crime and faith, pirates and poachers, sermons and gunsmoke, there is a tavern. Rosemary's. Warm light in the windows, strong drink and even stronger rules. This establishment is run by a married couple, respected and dangerous in the way only fair people can be. One takes the stage, turning grief and laughter and rumors into song, and the other watches the room with a smile that is the loudest "Don't test this" south of Radon Ravine. Everyone knows the law here. Cross the threshold and your grudges stay outside. No blades, no spells, no blood. Break the rule, and the shell lock will be the kindest thing that happens to you. So deals are made at Rosemary's. Enemies share meals, gangs negotiate borders, the cartel drinks with the clergy, and everyone behaves because neutrality is rare in the shoals, and terror is what keeps it neutral. Tonight, the shell lock groans open again, its echo rolling down the river as another boat arrives, another secret changing hands, a bell tolling. A gun gets cocked, and this town is about to decide what Rosemary's really stands for. Because in the shoals, nothing stays neutral for long. That is not where we begin. Our story will start not terribly far away from this place, as we focus in on the backside of an incredibly tall tower, and skittering down the back of it on a rather rickety-looking metal staircase, incredibly late for a pickup at a local post office. Bix, what would we see?
Bix is 5'7", long-limbed and lithe, adept at climbing and skittering and moving like a cat through even the most precarious of walkways, ladders, navigating it with skill that could only be developed from a very, very young age. They have long, wild, unruly hair, a floppy Western outlaw type hat on top of their head, and loose-fitting clothing with a nice scarf, a lot of neutral tans and colors, and with freckles splattered across their skin and frantic eyes looking around to make their next purchase for hands and footholds. Bix is skittering off to Juniper because she knows she's gonna be real mad at the tardiness.
Running through the streets, slipping and sliding on these now familiar roads. You've been here for a while. You know the way pretty deftly. And jumping rather quickly through the door as someone is exiting, you would see the familiar face of Juniper. Just basic human woman. She's got like a scarf tied around her head, but like her loose brown locks sort of hang out. And she's just staring at the door and tapping a wristwatch as she sees you arrive.
Very cartoonishly, like skittering up to the counter, just lays an elbow on, leaning into Juniper. Good morning. Crack of dawn is lovely this time, ain't it? It's definitely
It's noon.
It's noon. Well, you see, the sun hits the tower different sometimes at this time of year, and it's hard to wake up like I normally do. Hi, what do you need?
People depend on your deliveries. You know this, right? Like, you're aware.
Yes.
Hmm?
Yes. It's not a delivery for Minerva, and then is it? I would hate to disappoint you.
Minerva's got a delivery going later in the day. Something about there's a whole thing. They're adding a new song into the set list or something. I do want to swing by because it's been a minute since she's added something new. And you know how everyone turns out when there's something new put in. It's got like a jazzy twist. I heard them rehearsing the other day. It's good. It's good shit. But besides the point, something about the new light bulbs replacing something. Blabbity blabbity. Elijah should have ordered. Came in late. I don't know. Point is, that's later. Mrs. Cattrall down the road is waiting for her medicine, and if she doesn't, yes, you understand why I'm a little frustrated with you right now, correct?
Yep, the medication is very important, and it's easy to forget to take it, especially if it's not in your routine. So I'll do that right now for you, Juniper.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. I know that you grew up in like a different kind of place, different vibes, keeping time, maybe not your priority, but like, again, if I'm gonna keep you on, I need you to be a little better about it.
Yeah, I mean, 11 years here, and I still can't. I'm used to the nocturnal kind of life. It's hard when you just want to stay up all night, listen to the crickets, cicadas, listen to the birds chirping in the morning. That's beside the point. I'll take the package.
Thank you. And she just passes you the parcel. Don't forget, swing back later, pick up the light bulbs, bring them over to Rosemary's, because we want to make sure everything's good to go for Minerva's new set list.
Perfect.
Did you just purr at me?
No. Hey, Juniper, would you maybe want to go together?
Like together?
No. Why would I? It's just, it's nice to have a familiar face, and I'm not sure if Wyatt's going to be there, so I would,
Make a persuasion check.
I need someone to sit with. Persuasion?
Yeah, give me persuasion.
I know what a D20 looks like. I've played D&D a lot. Crisp 5?
She just looks at you and pushes a set of glasses up her nose. I'm probably gonna be working late because didn't get out early this morning and do my own errands and things because someone was a little bit late.
Heard. I won't let you down again. And then Bix turns to leave.
As you head to leave, our camera will just sort of drift upwards, the echoing bells and sounds of the city filling our ears. And as it does so, Wyatt, where on earth would we find you around noon in this city?
I think coming in from the Loch, having a little skip in Wyatt's step and a jaunty little whistle just wandering from his lips. We see about 6 foot and maybe some change. Wyatt Sunchaser. He is a dusty, maybe could use a real bath instead of a dirt bath more often. Man of less than reputable appearance. He has a very worn leather black hat that is kind of in the gray-brown at this point. And his clothes are kind of layers of grays and blacks and browns from his shirt to his vest and his long duster that he wears. And one of the most notable things, no matter what time of day, but because it's noon, it doesn't look out of place. Wyatt usually wears a pair of round sunglasses wherever he travels.
As you're walking along this river that you know rather intimately and incredibly well, you would see, even from this vantage point, because the river sits above the other side, you can see down in the bay all of the sails of these different ships that come and go. And one of them stands... Actually, no, I'll let you roll for it to see if you clock it. Give me a perception check. We have
All
dice. That's a thing we can do.
I can see things.
You can see things.
Maybe. That's an 8.
You see a bunch of patchwork sails. Some look like they've been stitched together, could almost pass for bed sheets. And then in the distance, there's one that you're not quite sure. It's got like a curved, like an oval, but like with pointed ends from this distance. You're not quite sure what the full shape is, but it's not a thing that you would normally see on a sail, but it's very loud, like very loudly painted. The thing that would probably stick out to you specifically is that it's painted in pink, like a blood red pink kind of color.
And even though he can't make out the shape, just that color, you see it glint in his eyes, and he smiles. Good day for business. And he says this to no one.
As you're walking along this loch, this road, where would you be going? Just up to no good?
I think we've done a little bit of no good already today, and I think his feet want to wander, to sit and drink and maybe be indoors for a little while. It is midday and it is hot.
Yeah, it makes sense. Without even meaning to, your feet just start naturally taking you in the direction of a place that you spend probably a lot of evenings. It's a little early for you to be headed that way, but you do find yourself heading down the path to Rosemary's. But before you get there, almost like our camera is what knows the direction you're going to go, it just sort of leads ahead of you. And we pass in through this door, and we see a pretty quiet tavern at this time of day. Curtains on the stage sort of drawn, lights not fully lit up yet. There's like an older gentleman mopping the floor, making things ready for the clientele. There is like a guy sitting at a table, a la like I have been at Starbucks too long and I've fallen asleep at the table reading a book kind of vibes. Like came in early and just hasn't left and just sort of passed out on the table. And following past all of these rows of round tables that are mostly empty at this point, towards the bar, we would see Elijah behind the counter, stocking it and getting it ready.
You would see a 6-foot tall gentleman, dark like mocha skin, looking in his looking in his mid-30s, but has kind of a youngish face, and a fun little swirly mustache and beard on his face, while he is currently wearing a white dress shirt with black buttons and a vest with red kind of shimmering to it, and a bowler's hat. I remember the name of the hat now. Bowler's hat, and just black slacks and work shoes. He's just picking up mugs and just cleaning them out with like a rag.
You first but second looking around this room. It's a little quiet, the calm before the storm. You see the familiar face of whatever random name we want to give him, but just this older gentleman who's mopping your floors. But he doesn't clock your attention. What does is flying out of the backstage door, all in blacks, long black skirts, black corset, hair sort of twisted up into a tight bun with a pencil sort of stuck through it, but like there's a couple of loose curls coming down the front. You would see the familiar face of Harlow, who just looks a little frazzled as she's holding her clipboard and running through the list and muttering out loud as she like sits on the edge of the bar and doesn't like acknowledge you, but like is expecting fully for there to be some sort of coffee or cocktail or beverage, whichever she would prefer, just sitting there like making the notes at the bar waiting, but like not speaking specifically to you.
Elijah would prepare the coffee and do like fun little cafe art in the mug. Harlow, you taking it easy?
It's debut day, and every time we add a new song in, you know how she gets, and it's a whole thing, and there was a flow, and I have to reprogram and talk to. It's fine. I totally had time to readjust the flow of our set list.
Oh,
3 hours before showtime. Again,
I could put a shot in this coffee for you if you want.
there isn't already.
Oh no, definitely there's one in here. I could put 2 more in here if you need. How do you need a drink instead? We could just go straight to hard liquor.
No. Caffeine's probably preferable. She's you know how she is. You know how she is, especially when we're adding something new. Does the light bulbs get here yet?
Yeah, it can be a little difficult, but you know, at the end of the day, y'all are making magic, and I think we should focus on the big picture.
Did the light bulbs get here yet? There was a specific color she requested for the front of the stage, and God forbid it's not fucking blue like she asked, because I don't want to hear it.
Let's focus on the big picture here.
So
And he's just gonna.
You know what? You can tell her, because I do not want to be on the. She takes news better from you.
I mean, it's probably going to get here in a little bit. Just trust. You got to put in trust.
Okay. I'm gonna drink this. I'm gonna, if you'll allow, go upstairs for like 5 minutes, eat a sandwich, and then I will come back down and deal with this problem. If you could please go talk to Minerva and just tell them that the light bulbs will be here on time and everything's gonna be fine. And it would be nice if she could just be a little nicer, a little less. It's fine. Sandwich. And she just like shotguns the coffee with the alcohol in it, like chases it all the way down, tucks the curls behind her ears, shoves the pen back into her bun, and stomps off up the stairs.
Elijah's gonna slowly leave the bar and make it backstage to talk to Minerva.
As you enter the backstage area, it is bustling in the way that only a couple of hours before performance, there are people putting on their makeup and getting ready to go. And in the back corner where there is not quite there's like a door, but it's like cracked open, and sitting on a stool outside of it, you would see the familiar face of Vonnegut, Minerva's assistant, who is just like a little guy, just sitting on the stool, just waiting, with like one ear turned towards the door, just in case Minerva says a word, but isn't speaking. He's just sitting rather attentively on his stool.
Knock, knock.
Wait, you're just knocking? You're just not. She doesn't like it when you said. Yeah. She said not to knock. I'm not allowed to knock. You're allowed to knock.
Yeah, it's like a cute little thing that I do every time I come backstage. It's just go knock knock.
Door
He's just like,
flies open. And it's thaumaturgically, so you can tell that she's stressed.
And Minerva, what would we see?
Contrary to what was there before, typically, you know, the makeup, all the jazz, etc. There's just sheet music, and then there's replacing sheet music, and then there's transposing, and then there's other things. There's a bunch of water, surprisingly. There's not a lot of alcohol. There's a bunch of water. There's the wig is off. Just wig cap. And hello, love. How are you? And you would see again a dark skinned individual, a medium brown skinned individual, a corset that's halfway tied up because she needs help. You know, all the works of a drag queen in the Wild West. Very, very elegant, very not uppity, but very much a performance. But everything's just a little off at this moment as she's not fully there. And it's going to be perfect. It's fine. It's fine. It's going to be great. It's going to be lovely. Oh, hi. How are you? Did the lights get in?
So I think we need to focus on the big picture here, being the performance.
No, that's quite literally, beloved, not what I asked you.
So they will be coming in.
Will?
It's just running a little late.
When?
It seems. I don't necessarily know. I
asked for one thing. I pay for express shipping. You know, like I don't pay for this thing for nothing. It's called priority for a reason. It's fine. It's fine. It's cool. Hi, how are you? How's the bar? How's the, you know, like, just come in, please.
Oh, the bar's fine. I'm gonna take a nice little seat real quick.
Door slam.
So Harlow seems a little stressed.
I don't know why. It's just a simple show. Like it shouldn't be that hard to just, you know, if a queue is on A and we haven't even gotten to A yet, it's just the first queue. Am I stressing everyone out?
No.
Don't lie to me.
Well, maybe you're just stressing out Harlow right now, and that's okay. But maybe we can be a little bit nicer to Harlow.
I'm trying to be nice, but everything sucks.
No, well, darling, I know your niceness, obviously, but maybe just dial it back a bit. And you can tell, like, it hurts Elijah to even say that.
I'm sorry. Love, come here. And she stands up again. In her heels is about 6'5". So she's a tall gal. As she moves over, she might be taller than Elijah. She might be even like probably, I don't want to say stronger, but probably stronger in a way. She melts as she gets close to Elijah. Understanding just how much that, you know, he may need her, but she needs him in the same breath. And she just allows herself to like be wrapped up, if that is something Elijah does, just for a moment. It's fine. I think I don't know. I just want this to be, I want it to be special.
I think it's gonna be perfect and exactly what you're hoping for.
No. That's the thing. It won't be perfect. It's never going to be perfect. And I know that. I just, I feel like we need one good thing. We have plenty of good things, but we need one good thing.
Yeah, and this is your thing. And any support that you need, I'm definitely here for you. And we'll 100% make sure that the light bulbs get here on time.
I don't
There's
actually...
a soft knock at the door, and it cracks open as Vonnegut sticks his head in. I am so sorry to interrupt. Juniper sent a message that Bix was gonna bring the light bulbs a little later.
And she stands up, almost putting back on the mask, as Vonnegut comes in, saying, "Oh, we will get them. Don't you fret. Have you drank water?"
I had a seltzer.
It's not.
Okay, so that's not water.
Do I need to have water? I've just been sitting on the stool like you told me to, waiting in case you need anything. Do you need anything?
I have, and she looks at Elijah. I have everything I need, but you still need to drink, hydrate, or die straight. Ugh.
Okay. Water. What? Do you also need looks and clocks all the glasses? Water, and just like walks out of the room.
That's a sweet one.
Yeah.
Either way, okay. Well, I will be ready in a time that I don't know. Go handle the bar. I will be fine. Thank you.
I said definitely take your time. I can stall. I got a mouth that can constantly talk to everyone.
The saloon isn't even open yet. We have all the time in the world.
Yeah. Light bulbs. And he walks out of the it's the only thing that is in his brain as he walks out of the backstage.
As you walk out of the backstage, you see Doc, that old sort of man who was kind of the janitor here, is finished mopping the floor, just gives you a nod as he goes to put the bucket, dump it outside, and like tuck himself back into a corner in case there's any spills. And it's about that time that there is a bell that dings, just sort of letting you know when people come in before the saloon is open, as Wyatt strolls right in at it's probably about 1 o'clock, 1:30 at this point.
And we see finally, under less than direct sunlight, the pale, sun-worn still, but beneath that there is a lack of color to Wyatt as he enters, and he stretches big, like way too big, like he just woke up in the morning. It's so dramatic, and as it kind of relaxes, he just goes, "Ow! Howdy, Rosemary's."
Do I see Wyatt?
Yeah,
Okay.
this happened basically as soon as you came back out of the backstage door.
Wyatt. So you're here a little bit early, but I do have your booth ready if you do want to head on over there. The regular?
I just did not want to miss the new show. How are you, Elijah, my friend?
A little stressed, but it's running a business is always going to be so stressful. So, actually, you want to take a shot?
Please, ain't you a spot of sunshine on this day?
He invites Wyatt over to the bar and pours Wyatt a shot, and then pours a shot in you'll see a mug that looks wooden with metal bearings. He's gonna pour a shot in that and drink from this cup.
Wyatt scoops up the shot and looks at Elijah's special tankard. You'd think that thing's lucky or something. He raises the shot.
Yeah, it's the luckiest thing I got, other than Minerva, of course.
Oh, yeah. And Wyatt throws it back. You ready for tonight? Everyone's talking.
Missing a couple of lights, but I hear the performance is going to be amazing.
Of course it is. I don't think this roof knows anything but.
Oh, you're flattering the saloon. It's gonna get you everywhere around here. How about you take a seat? I'll get you a couple of snacks. And honestly, your tab's on the house.
You're so kind to me.
I always gotta
Just
keep
needed a
loyal
spot out of
customers together.
Just needed to run away from the sun for a little while, but I appreciate your hospitality as always.
Of course. Always got to keep the loyal customers coming back.
And Wyatt will just wander himself over to his usual booth and haunt that corner of the saloon a little while with his hat flat on the table.
Just so I have reference, because you guys... Sorry, chat. Now that I'm talking to chat that isn't here, but will be here eventually. Where on the little guide that I gave you, which one is Wyatt's booth? So that I know for no reason at all.
I think it is the second from the end on the, not the bar wall, but the other wall.
Second from the end.
So not the one on the side of the door, but the third one from the door on the wall opposite the private room.
Heard, chef. Fantastic. And you sort of get yourself all cozy. You watch as, like, eventually Harlow comes back down the stairs. She starts untwisting the light bulbs at the front, so that way as soon as the new ones come in, because she's clearly been told by Vonnegut that they are on their way, that way as soon as they show up, they can be twisted into place. And about an hour or so later, skittering through the front door, almost in a borderline Wile E. Coyote-esque fashion, Bix, how do you arrive?
Bix comes in back first because they're carrying the large box of light bulbs and being very fast, very as fast as they can go while still being very careful with these light bulbs. I keep muttering, "Be careful, fragile." And then once they enter into Rosemary's, we'll spin around, make eye contact with Harlow, and just hold it up.
Thank fucking Christ. And just reaches over for the crate, scoops it out of your hands, and immediately is twisting light bulbs into the front of the stage.
Do you need help? I'm very good with my hands.
For the love of God, yes, please. Please. And she just, like, passes you one of the like, it's like an egg carton-esque full of light bulbs, and just passes you one, just edge of the stage. You work that way, I'll work this way. We'll go around, then we'll flip them on. We'll test them, and then I'll send Vonnegut to go get Minerva so that she can make sure it all looks good, because I don't want her to be, like, surprised by, like, what it looks like.
Wait, I heard tonight includes something called jazz. I don't think I've heard of jazz before. Is that true?
I do not want to spoil the surprise, because I know how you get about Minerva's performances.
Well, I mean, there's been whispers down at the docks of a new style called jazz, and I've never heard of it before, so I just,
Bix,
I'm really.
You know, jazz ain't new, right?
Well, it's maybe not, but new to me. I don't really get invited over for dinner that much to play some jazz records or.
You know that you're, like, always welcome. Right? Like, I get that, like, this is not my place. Yes, this is home.
Yeah. That's why I don't worry about not being invited to dinner at other places. Because this is where I'd be anyways.
You're adorable, and you're being just a little stupid. So if you could please, light bulbs.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Like, we'll continue on the conversation, just yapping away. As I look through it.
And Elijah, you watch, is like, it's getting probably mid-afternoon at this point. Harlow and Bix are at the front of the stage, twisting in those light bulbs. At some point, Vonnegut is sent back into Minerva to finally inform them that the new special blue light bulbs have arrived. And been installed.
It's funny you say that, because as Vonnegut is, like, about to head through the threshold to backstage from the bar proper, Minerva's bursting through the door. Hello! Oh God, it's been so long since I've seen you. All wonderful. Oh, no one's here. Okay. How are we looking?
They're installed. They're ready to go. They're ready for your check, because I know you requested, you wanted to see what they look like, just so you can get. It's going to change the way the lot looks on stage. So
great. Love that for me. Cool. Thank you so much. Again, take your break if you haven't. And she was
I will take a break when the show starts.
Take a break. You can't overwork yourself.
Yeah, you better listen to Miss Minerva now.
Oh, hey,
I've
Bixie.
Hi, Minerva. I'm so sorry I'm late. Miss Catrail needed her medication, and then she made me tea and told her about her.
Oh, it's
told me about
okay.
her
I know your
grandchildren.
little paws are just traveling through this world. You can do whatever you need.
Okay, thank you.
You would see from this vantage point that you're at, Minerva, Wyatt already tucked into their regular booth, had on the table, probably several glasses sort of sitting there,
yeah.
already emptied.
He's like as if that booth just kind of like grew irregular at this point. He just kind of lives there.
Honestly, it's probably like when Wyatt's here, that's their booth. No one else can have it.
Oh yeah, when other people are sitting in that booth, I get them to get up and move them over to another table.
I mean,
Like,
and I
no.
think we learned this lesson the hard way at least once, where he walked in and went, "Excuse me, this is a place of peace, and I'm a peaceable man. You need to move."
Harlow just like gives you a nod and goes towards the bar and just sits down and doesn't talk to anyone for a few minutes. Just like metaphorically, like just sits and doesn't. There's no movement. She's just sitting there with her hands on the bar, just sort of chilling for a minute.
She powers down.
Yeah, just fully powers down.
She's going to, as Minerva starts to walk, Harlow's going to hear a message in her ear as a cast message, only intended for Harlow to hear. And she says, and it's softer than, you know, her usual kind of grandiose persona. Don't let me be mean to you. I know I'm loud and I know I need everything correct, but I am not allowed to treat you any way that you don't want to be treated.
Sorry, it's something I've been working on in therapy. I will do. Wait, you are right, Minerva. I can do this. And there's a little bit, like you can see her back just sort of straighten up a little bit.
That's my girl. And then kind of continues on, gives Elijah a little peck before she probably actually heads over to where Wyatt is.
Well, hello, gorgeous.
Oh, I know you are, but what am I?
Oh, you stop. You ready?
How's my face? Oh, I'm always ready. You don't got to get ready if you stay ready.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna rest my bones right here and see you ready later.
What's life like for you? As she kind of scoots into the booth next to you, her bustle and all, it doesn't really fit, but she makes it work.
And Wyatt kind of leans over the table. Business is good. You know, spreading the most beautiful stone in all the world.
But what is it really that you listen? I get you traveling, wandering, doing all the things that you do, but what's in it for you? You always intrigue me. And she like touches your nose with her fan.
And I think you would have clocked this a while ago, but in this moment it is abundantly clear as Wyatt looks over his sunglasses in the dimmer light of your beautiful saloon. You see the halo of pink in his eyes, as Wyatt is a particular kind of consumer of the crystal that he loves so dearly. Oh, I just love helping others see their potential, you know.
Is this something that they hide behind the glasses? Or is this something that not the average person would know, but people might know about Wyatt?
It is a coy, if you're not looking, you don't see it thing, but he doesn't try and overtly disguise it. It's more of it's like trying to hide a hangover all the time.
Sure. Okay.
So
I think
he's not quiet about it.
Okay. Then the second question is this the first time Minerva has clocked it?
She's very observant. Probably not.
That's fair. I think just being this close, though, you would see not a tinge of like sorrow. I don't want to call it that, but you will see something behind the look, as if she almost understands more than most. but doesn't say anything outside of that. But says, well, it does good for many, I can say. Finding ways to embrace your potential and all that jazz. I'm looking forward to seeing what it can do next, I guess.
I'm always looking for what that might be. It blooms and all.
That it does. As you see, she has a choker around her neck. There is a rose, like filigree or like a little pendant or something that's in the center of it. She just kind of touches it for a moment. She says, well, of course, our home is yours. If you ever need anything, let us know. Obviously, the normal crowd ain't here yet, so I'm being a little kinder right now. When they get here, I might have to turn things on a bit. But for now...
Oh, please. Ms. Minerva, you can be mean to me whenever you so please.
Oh, don't tell me twice. And
you get now.
She'll stand up, and honestly, while Elijah takes care of the saloon as a whole, she is also helpful in that regard. So while she is very particular about what she wants, she's also like helping put the lights on and things and all the other jazz. She's not just a supervisor in that regard, especially while the saloon isn't as packed.
As the afternoon progresses, the final touches are being placed. That crowd from early afternoon starts to shift to the night crowd, and it becomes time for Minerva to go and put the finishing touches on herself getting ready. Is there anything last before the saloon opens proper for the evening and the crowd starts to enter?
A question for you, Whitney. During my daily deliveries and bustling about town, would I have picked up any hot goss? Because I am absolutely always listening in.
Give me, I would say, either perception or investigation. I will allow either.
Ooh, definitely not investigation. So 5 + 2 is 7 for perception.
Oh.
Baby girl.
Making me feel better about mine.
I told you all I cannot roll for nothing.
Okay. There's nothing crazy new. There's rumors that there's like a ship in town that's not normally here. But you didn't see a boat arrive, nothing crazy out of the ordinary. There wasn't anything like too... It was just kind of a casual day in the shoals. Most of the goss is that there's a new set being performed at Rosemary's, and it's been a couple of months since that's happened, so...
Okay, I think during that time where everyone could hear, but sidling up to the bar where Elijah's posted up, just looks at him. Elijah, I think people are playing tricks on me again.
What do you mean?
Everybody keeps saying there's some new fancy boat in town, but I was out all day. Half the day because I woke up late, and I didn't see no fancy boats with unusual sails or something in town. I think people are trying to tell me stuff to make me look like a fool again.
Fancy boat? I haven't heard anything about a fancy boat either, but...
Well,
to be fair, Elijah, you don't leave the saloon. Sorry for interrupting. I'm taking a break because I am an independent woman and I am allowed to take breaks.
You are allowed to take breaks. Hey, do you want a sniff of Bo? It always makes me feel better.
Wait a second.
Bix holds up their revolver, the butt of their revolver, and there's like a little, you know, in games you can get little charms for your little weapons. It looks like a patchwork burlap sack mouse with pink, possibly roserite looking petals for ears, and 3 little black dots for 2 eyes and a nose. It is a catnip roserite infused mouse, and it is Bix's holy symbol. Woo! It's good.
You know, I'm gonna pass.
All right, twirls the revolver back. Sheaths it? Do you sheath the gun?
You holster it. You holster a gun.
holsters it. But yeah, I mean, most of the gossip on the street is that Minerva's really pulling out all the stops today. But I tried to go down to the docks. I didn't see much.
I didn't mean to intrude on your lovely conversation, Wyatt says from his booth. Always kind of lurking.
Never an
I did
intrusion.
see there was a ship out on the Loch. Strange sails.
Oh. What do you make of it?
Well, I made that it was awfully far away.
Oh, that does make sense. So, like from a different land, or maybe a new player in town.
Anything on the far side of that big, wet body of water. That is another land for me. I don't know.
Water. I hate water,
it's
especially
probably-
wet water.
It's probably something we don't really need to worry about. I mean, about, and I haven't heard any gossip about a boat coming through the saloon, and everyone talks about everything here.
What have you heard?
Well, I have heard that there are rumors that Annabeth is cheating on her husband with Charles.
Not Annabeth. Not Annabeth. I wanted the best for them.
I was
Ain't
rooting
she
for them.
pregnant?
Yeah, Annabeth is pregnant with their second child, but I don't know. So something about Charlie really just gets her going. Her and Hugh, it might be over for them soon.
I bet it's his musk.
Yeah, it's probably his musk.
It's very
I
potent.
think it's time for my break to end. And she just sort of slides off her bar stool and heads to the backstage area. And as the evening gets into the good and proper, there's that shift that happens in every good saloon that may have a lunch hour, but no one really goes for lunch. As the piano that's got that crank system in it, that Doc knows his job is to shift it and select it, rotate it, and let the music play while there is not performances being had. The music starts to kick up as patrons start to enter the bar. Elijah, you would know that today you do have some guests that you were expecting to take use of the private room, and they have not arrived yet. And it's getting close to Minerva's first show, and they still have not arrived.
I think Elijah's probably gonna, if business isn't booming inside the bar, he's probably gonna stand outside and kind of look around to be like, is there any familiar faces or familiar
Give me a
folks?
perception check, babe.
Okay.
Roll better than we did.
Yeah, you can roll above a 5. I believe in you.
Excuse me, I did. I just have a perception of 2.
Well,
Yeah.
I rolled a 2, but that is going to be a 12.
Wow. Okay. You're outside for probably longer than you would like to be on the eve of a new performance striking up on the stage. And you notice a little earlier, or much later than you're expecting, you see the familiar face of Dr. Aldous Vane in a white coat, white gray hair, glasses sort of on the tip of his nose. He's got a cravat that looks like it's made of roserite crystal itself, as he just sort of strides up. But behind him are 2 beefy looking individuals. One of them mask presenting, mohawked hair, but it's flat down. So it's could be a hawk if it was up, but it's down the back. And the other one, a tiefling, but she's got light pinkish skin, with horns that almost look like they've been carved out of roserite themselves. And her hair's just sort of tousled about it. But both of them are wearing bandanas over their lower face and are very clearly his muscle, just to keep him safe, as he sort of approaches and tips his cap on top of his tousled hair head.
Oh, you are running a little late.
Oh, I was not aware that we had a time schedule.
Oh, yeah. I thought there was a time. That's okay. That's okay. We have a lovely private little room for you.
Is there a limit on how long I have the room? I know that the others that I'm doing this exchange with have not arrived yet.
Don't worry about it. If you do go over, it'll be a small little price, but like nothing too major.
I'm sure the boss would be more than happy to. This is an important thing for her, and I've been informed to give you whatever you need for her to get whatever she needs.
Well, we can kind of talk about that. Actually, I do have some steam golems that would need a little bit of resources, but we could talk about that later.
Fantastic. Oh, also, I don't know if you've been informed. It's a different boss than you're used to.
Oh,
There's been a change in management.
I haven't heard about this change in management. Who is this boss?
Ryle Kane has taken over. Her father sadly passed away fairly recently.
Oh, okay.
Horrible incident.
It sounds really, really bad. I mean, as long as the money's good, I would gladly hold you all here.
That is all I care about. And he extends a hand to you. Do you shake it?
Yes. I do shake it.
As you do, I would say with that stupid passive perception, you would clock that not only does he have a familiar pink circle in his eye, sort of branching out from the corners of it where crow's feet would be, is like little veins of like pinkish red crystal, just sort of cracking through the skin a little bit. And he just gives you the hint of a smile and shakes your hand. May I enter?
Oh, of course. Here, I'll walk to your room.
Fantastic. And he just sort of nods at his two muscle who are with him and follows you to the private room.
Now, I do want to just remind you all this is a neutral space, so no fighting. And Elijah will look, as he's walking, the three of them, Elijah will look at the kind of brutes. Just, keep it calm.
Neither of them speak. And Aldous just sort of looks at you. Just, as long as no one pays me any problems, you will have no problems.
Okay, I like the way you work.
Fantastic. And he enters the room, door closes, and there's just Aldous and these two, what you're assuming is just cartel thugs inside of this room. And it is about this time that the lights start to dim. The music starts to peter out. And I will pass it over to the highly competent Minerva. How does this show begin?
Again, you see the lights kind of circling about the entirety of the saloon, and it starts in the typical white, pale lights that the lights are, but then with the gobos and things that are put upon the spotlights in the work, you start to see pinks, you start to see purples, you start to see those very cool tones before it settles into a blue. And as it does, again, you hear, ladies, gentlemen, and those who deliciously can't be fucked to make up their minds. Tonight is the night for passion, fashion, and if you're lucky, so much action. Expect the unexpected, release your inhibitions, and welcome to Rosemary's. And the curtains would be drawn as you start to hear a very it's braggadocious and loud before it settles into a very nice soft piano. And at the piano is Minerva. playing this long chord in filigree, moving through the motions as she begins to sing. I'm your flower, I'm your muse. Your desires light my fuse. I'm your fire, I'm your flame. One more night and you'll know my name. You'll love me not. And as she's saying this, she's plucking rose petals off of her a little thing that she has on her chest. Petals are starting to fall because you have Ella, Estelle, and Mo are currently dropping rose petals from above onto the crowd, and she's just working it as the festivities begin. Continuing the performance, just letting the life of Rosemary's begin to really rile up.
You can hear the sound of coin hitting that edge of the jars that are kept at the edge of the stage as silvers, platinums, coppers, all that fun jazz is just filling up these very ornate but very clear tip buckets at the edge of the stage where those round stools sit for people who pay a little extra to be as close as they possibly can.
And just to say out loud, Ella, and Estelle are all triplets, and they're all saloon girls. Mo is the bouncer, who she also asks to do some manual tasks when some of the performances need, extra. But typically he's at the door. Yeah, and the performance continues. It's. I mean, I can roll a performance check if you want to see if it's actually good or not.
I would love a performance check, please.
Oh my
Because
god!
I'm sure it's gonna be stupid.
I mean, I don't know. Actually, listen, we've been rolling twos and stuff all day, so I don't know. We will see. Wonderful. I will put some guidance on this. Just to make sure. I gotta get my shmoneys.
Uh-oh.
Can I give you
If
like
you say natural
inspiration or
20, I'm gonna
something?
hit you.
It's a fucking two.
What the hell? No, I
We actually had to pack it up.
Wait.
Guidance? Don't you have guidance?
Wait. Oh, I have more things to add, but it's just funny that it worked out.
We're
that way.
starting at a 2.
What's up,
We're
two
starting
crew?
at a 2.
Only up from here except for one other number.
I can't. No, I can't do anything to change that number, can I? Nope. Okay. So that's going to be that plus that, but I did roll max on that, so ultimately is an 18.
Well, you turned a 2 into an 18. That's not
I
bad.
did.
Again, this is the debut of a new bit, a new opening. There's the occasional. I over practiced. I might have hit a G sharp versus a G, but for the most part. Yeah. I'm gonna hurt your soul for a second there. For the most part, the crowd doesn't notice. You're very aware. You're very aware of the occasional music flub, but like the audience is enthralled. They are eating it up. Especially, it's new content. New is new. And as you are on stage, doing your thing, milking the crowd for everything they're worth, you would notice. Walking in through the door, Mo just sort of clocks them and makes eyes at Elijah as 3 individuals enter. 2 of them look a little bit more sallow-skinned, and between them they're carrying kind of like a large chest. And there is a 3rd one who's got a little bit more of a flush to their cheeks, sort of in front of them as they sort of approach Mo, and Mo just sort of sets them off to the side before like flagging you down, Elijah.
Oh. Hi, are you here for the secret meeting?
The one in front is a more femme presenting individual. She's got like a low cut top that sort of like carves down in the bosom, probably a little lower than it should, with like loose piratey kind of pants. She's sorry, yeah, you can call me Slate. This is Steele and Nikki.
Well, nice to meet you, Slate, Seal, and Nikki. I'm Elijah. I'm gonna be your host for the evening. Is there anything I can get you before I send you off to the room?
Oh, just where the exchange is going to be happening. That's all.
Oh, of course, of course. If you could follow me, and as like it's a short distance from like where they are into the where the room is, but he's
Mhm.
trying to like have conversation. So like, how's your day going? You see anything cool?
Just sailed in this morning. It's been a long trek, but happy to finally put an end to this whole situation.
Did you hear about this weird boat that everyone's talking about? Like, apparently it looks super strange.
There is an audible snicker under her breath. I also would love perception checks at advantage from Bix and Wyatt, please.
Yeah, this whole time we have seen why Wyatt likes that booth as he watches every single person that goes into that door.
Yeah. Whitney, I'm rolling this, but I do have a question. Do you remember that thing I asked you about with
Yeah.
the special stuff? Is that on the table for looking at this chest, or is that we still got to cook on that?
We still gotta cook on it, hence the advantage, because we're still cooking.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Perception for me is going to be a 10 total.
Cool.
Ooh, that's a natural 20.
First 20.
They do
It
exist.
exists! They exist! Bix, we'll start with you. You sort of get a weird vibe off these guys, but you're not quite sure what it is. They could just be ne'er-do-wells, they could just be pirates, but like the vibe is weird. And you can very clearly see Elijah trying to make conversation. Minerva, you can see Elijah escorting this group from the stages. You're like not quite through the performance, you're like in that third arc of it. Wyatt, there is a very familiar ping for you. And because of the natural 20, I will give you that ping is coming from the chest.
And I think we just see Wyatt's rose haloed eyes lock on that chest, like he can see right through it, and he just smiles as the lights swirl around, and he only has eyes for that chest.
Question though, yeah, I definitely don't want to
What you
get rid
got?
of the performance. However, as you know, she's performing, she's getting the works done, and seeing the three come in. Obviously, she's just as informed as Elijah about who's coming, why, etc., etc. You would see that she has what almost seems like a lace little moment up on her face. Just to the average person it looks like just part of the outfit, and it's gorgeous. But as I use a key point to use the visage of my astral self, I have advantage on insight. Can I try to read their intention specifically? Meeting's one thing. What's the meeting about? What's their energy as they're walking in? As I'm performing, just kind of just keeping an eye.
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Wonderful, thank you. Yeah, chat, I'm a bard monk.
It's very wild to talk to chat when chat isn't here yet,
Yeah,
because we can't respond to you. You can say all the things. You can tell us that we're pretty princesses, and you should, because we're awesome and adorable and gorgeous.
You're 100% correct. Just because I can. Wonderful. 31.
Jesus Christ. Are you trying to read one of them specifically?
I think her.
Because how about this?
I think the one's in
Her,
the front.
so
Yeah.
the one in the front,
Yeah.
the hot bitch with the low cut V.
Yeah. Slate.
Slate. There is a confidence about her that you would clock as like a fellow, like a person who knows what they're doing and what their job is and where their place is in the world. Like they are very confident about themselves. But most notably, there is no ill intent here. She's here to do a job. She's here to make a delivery, and that is her goal. That is her aim. There's no malice. There's no, like, even the two guys carrying the chest, like they're armed clearly, but like there's not like a we're gonna get in a fight to get in a fight kind of vibe that you're getting. It's like, I got a job to do. Let's do my job, then go back home.
Yep, makes sense. She'll continue, and I'll just say, really quickly, as I'm, probably doing like a piano flourish. It seems like I'm saying something, but with the word of the spirit, I can direct my words to a creature of my choice, within 60 feet of me. Only they can hear it. That's going to specifically go to Elijah. Just say they seem on the up and up. That's all I care about. And then she'll continue back to the performance.
Quick question. When they're having this meeting, am I someone who is in the room while they are having this meeting, or am I giving them their privacy?
I would say normally you would be giving them their privacy.
Okay, cool.
You're probably like when meetings are happening, you're probably at the bar closer to that meeting room in case some shit goes down.
Mm-hmm.
But like you're probably not in there unless you would like to correct me.
No, I trust the people in the room to not kill each other. So, but that's gonna bite me in the ass. So I'll just chill at the bar and look from afar.
Bix, where would you be while all of this is going down? Are you hanging out with Wyatt in their booth, or are you at your regular bar stool?
For Joe?
For Joe.
Okay, so I think with the off vibes and something kind of prickling up, I would have moved to Wyatt's booth and seeing Wyatt's eyes lock on the chest, kind of vet and be like, should I get ears on that?
Whatever's happening in that room, I don't think Dr. Vane has the best interest of our shared affection.
Oh, so you think it's connected to the cradle? And the cradle's what Bix tends to refer to as like any kind of magical connection, as well as Rosemary specifically. Yeah.
Yeah, I would maybe go nudge our dear proprietor to keep an even more aware ear out that way.
Perfect. Whitney, or
Yes.
Elijah and Minerva, are there any bar cats or wildlife that hang around?
There totally has to be a cat here now.
Oh yeah,
Or
we
is
can
it a dog?
definitely
Is
make
it a
that
dog or a
happen.
cat?
I think it's
Dog is funny.
a dog is
Dog
funny.
is funny.
We can honestly have both. I don't see a problem here.
Can I be a problem for 2 seconds? It's D&D.
What you got?
It's D&D,
Yeah.
and we're allowed to be a problem. Can we have a cat dog?
Yeah.
Oh, we can have a cat dog.
Okay.
I want to live
So-
my
so-
Nickelodeon
so-
life for a second.
Which end? Which end?
Is it? I think it's a fusion of the two. Like it's not like
I
an
think it's a
end to
two-headed.
end.
I think it's a two-head, like a
two-headed.
like a
Okay.
Cerberus, or what's the other one?
So
Yeah.
I'll allow this, but I get to describe the cat dog.
Absolutely.
That is the caveat.
Have a
So-
cat dog.
So
Yes.
sitting sort of on almost like a guard dog at the bottom of the stairs, making sure that no one goes up into your private quarters. We would see from behind, if you were looking at it, it would look like a tabby cat, orange with like these really cool cute spots on it. But as you get up to the back of the head where the neck sort of shifts, on one side there is the floppiest eared basset hound head, and on the other it looks like a tortoiseshell cat, so it's got like that split down the front of the face, and it's just sort of sitting in a rather like not menacing as in a do not fuck with me kind of vibe, just sort of hanging out in the corner by the stairs at the near the private room, but like not in front of it. It's very clearly like its job is you don't go upstairs unless my daddy say it's okay.
Perfect.
I love them, Your Honor.
Do they have a
So
name
what is
or
what is their name?
Or they have
It's-
two names.
two names?
Or do they
Probably.
have two names?
Like it's kind of giving Chimera, so if it's like Chimmy and Era.
Ooh, I'm kind of a fan. Chimmy and Era.
Timmy and Era. Okay.
That's cute.
Okay, so I'm gonna saddle by Elijah and be like, I don't know if I get the best vibes and why it's kind of locked on to what's going on in that back room. So I think I'm gonna go talk to Chimmy and Era.
Okay. I mean, I will say the vibes are a little bit interesting. Not everyone's talkative when they come in here. But yeah. Go talk to Chimmy and Era.
Great. I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals. And I'm gonna sidle on up to Chimmy and Era, mainly focusing on Era because that's the cat side of the thing. Very quietly, very surreptitiously. Hello, Chimmy. Era, my darling. You think you can lurk on the outside of the back room and maybe keep an ear out and let me know what you hear if you hear anything
Do you
interesting?
want me to lurk outside or do you want me to lurk inside?
You got good hearing. You can hear through the window, right? That little crack in the wall?
There's a little sill. I made like a little burrow. Jimmy doesn't like it. It's got like a little spot. I keep dead birds there.
You've been holding dead birds out on me?
You take them when I have them. I wanted to keep this one for myself. It's a blue jay.
Well, I said I'll bring you one back. What you want? What do you want? Anything but hummingbirds on the table. You know those are
Got it.
sacred to me, right?
Yeah, well, that's why I never mind. I don't want you to get mad at me. I'm supposed to listen? You want me to do listening?
Yeah, if you could. I've already run it by Elijah.
Okay. Do you need me to come tell you if I hear anything or?
Maybe like give it a little bit of time, but come get me if it's urgent. You know, just be sneaky. Don't get caught.
Can do. And it just like licks the side of your face. And then squeezes out the back door that's right there, and like runs out of sight.
I'll turn back to Elijah, Wyatt, and Minerva, making eye contact with all three of them, and just go sit back down.
I don't think Elijah realized what you were planning on doing. He genuinely thought that you were going to talk to Chimmy and Era. So when you do that, he's like kind of confused, like, okay.
Also, because of Speak with Animals, I am assuming Bix kneeled down on the floor and started making meowing noises at your cat.
Which is like kind of normal. So like that's why I'm so confused.
Yeah, I think Wyatt just kind of shrugs at Elijah, just like, oh, they're doing that's big stuff.
Bix
Please
is on
say
a
they do
mission.
When they're talking about birds.
My favorite thing.
Oh my god.
I think by that point the show is coming to an end, and Minerva will obviously collect any tips. Well, no, she won't. Someone else will. But we'll start like
Harlow is on it.
icon legend in the moment. We'll start moseying through the crowd at this point.
Bix, per usual, attending a Minerva performance will put in way too much gold, because Bix has massive anxiety and has never been taught tipping culture, so they always over tip because they're scared of under tipping and offending the performers.
It's so fine. Harlow is very aware of this and basically like has already pulled out what she knows you will tip and has it set aside and probably passes it to Wyatt to make sure it gets back to Bix.
Oh yeah, he'll just sneak it right back into Bix's stuff.
No, let me go.
Done.
You wanted found family, bitch. You get found family. As Minerva, you're making your way through the tables, hobnobbing, all that fun jazz and stuff and things. I would say Elijah's probably the first that clocks it. There's like a vibe that feels incorrect. It just sort of washes over you. And then you can kind of feel like a pulse that sort of breaks through the bar. And then looking over, you realize you can see that that door looks like the way it looks when it's not enchanted. So rather than it being like broom closet door like you're used to seeing
Yeah.
when it's being occupied, it looks like how it normally looks when there is no magical disguise upon it.
Oh, Elijah's going to probably ask like one of the servers to just take care of the bar real quick, and rush over to the door. That's not correct. He's gonna go inside.
The door's currently locked from the inside.
Okay.
Mhm.
Huh. Cool. I'm gonna try to break inside if possible.
This is our building.
Yeah,
what you
this
mean?
This is literally my building. So, and we don't do the locked door thing. I did the enchanted thing.
So valid.
We don't do the locked door
so
thing.
Valid. So valid. I would say, give me, I guess, sleight of hand is probably the best thing here
Okay.
to pick the lock, or to break open the lock.
I'm gonna pick it.
Okay, yeah, sleight of hand. And while you're doing so, I'm also going to need a perception check at disadvantage because you're focused on this lock currently.
Okay. Sleight of hand's going to be. My brain can add. I swear I can do this. 26.
No, that's okay.
And then
Nice.
you said perception at disadvantage.
At disadvantage. Yeah.
It's gonna be a 14.
Okay. As you're picking the lock, it's been a minute since you've had to do that. So it goes crazy, like much easier than you're expecting it to. It's like finding an old familiar friend, easy enough to pick the lock. And as you put that last pin into place, for a second, you hear a rather cacophony of noise that you're not expecting. There's some thudding, and then you hear the unmistakable sound of a gunshot inside that room.
Hey y'all, we have a no locks policy going on in here. What do I see when I walk in?
Did you open the door?
I'm opening the door.
Okay. As you open the door, you would see on the ground, one of the pirates, the one that she called Nikki, is already on the ground and unconscious. The larger pirate captain is sort of holding her side. She's a thick lady, but she's holding her side where there is a crossbow bolt sticking out of it. One of Aldous Vane's guys is also already on the ground, and he has a crossbow bolt through his throat currently. And you can see through 2 windows, 2 marked assassins. And I would love everyone to give me an initiative roll at disadvantage, except for Elijah, and we are gonna take a break.
Rule.
We had literally one rule here, and I'm like,
One rule.
We're going to take a quick 10-minute break. We will be right back, chat. But yeah, while we're doing that, y'all get to roll initiative. Disadvantage for everyone except for Elijah, because you have the alert feat and you can't be surprised.
I almost took it.
Oh man, the first time I rolled above a 5. I gotta take the 5.
No!
And as we come back, we'll pick up where we left off. Elijah finishing cracking a locked door, opening it, and almost as soon as you do, that echoing sound of a gunshot fires again. And I don't think it takes much for Minerva to clock that sound. And Wyatt and Bix, who were watching from across the bar, also clock that sound. At which point, I would love everyone's initiative if you could, please. Elijah, what you got?
I got, what's 17 plus 8?
25.
25.
We're
25.
so fast.
Bix,
Good, because you're right
what
there.
you
Yeah.
got? Bix, what you got for initiative?
12.
Okay. Wyatt,
I also got a 12.
who has the higher dex?
I got +5. 20.
That would be you. You have the higher dex.
And Minerva.
So, funnily enough, it's 2 peas in the pod, as I just said off camera. At disadvantage, apparently I'm pissed because I got a 19 and a 17 on dice. So that's a 21.
21. Okay.
It's payback for the dang 2 I got on my perfect performance. Fuck ass.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I just cursed my dice out. Say something. You can't. You don't got no mouth.
They're not even mine, so I can't even take fault in it.
It's true.
I don't blame you. I blame this evil contraption known that as the dead dodecahedron. Wait, is it a dodecahedron? Is that 12 or 20?
Well,
Fantastic.
What the heck is a 27 takeoff?
wait, maybe it is
I don't know.
20.
Okay.
I don't know.
Then cool. As we come in, shocking probably nobody with that number, Eli. You are the first person who can act. Looking in this room, you see, as I previously stated, Aldous Vane with a crossbow bolt going through his neck, bleeding profusely. One of his cronies, the tiefling with the crystal horns, is on the ground, very clearly bleeding out. One of the pirates is also on the ground, very bleeding out, the one that they called Nikki. And then the hot, buff lady pirate who was kind of in charge of the other 2 guys, is holding the chest with both hands, but also bleeding from a wound in her abdomen. And at the 2 windows of this room that aren't normally able to be seen, because it is normally enchanted, there is one looks like an elf from this distance, with little pointed ears. The other one, humanoid features, but is wearing a full hood up top, think Assassin's Creed style, and they're sort of clasped onto the windows, both of them with either a crossbow bolt or a gun just fully pointed into this room. What would you like to do?
I would like to understand the situation. So
Yeah.
Elijah's gonna walk in. Now, everyone chill out. We can all remain calm, and maybe we just need to talk things through. This is a safe space, so no violence. Walk me through everything. Maybe I can help out.
Just so I understand, are
Yes.
you electing to, on your turn, make a persuasion check?
Yes.
Cool. That's gonna be a disadvantage.
Okay. That is a... Okay. So my disadvantages weren't necessarily a disadvantage. I got a... I'm sorry, adding's really hard.
Toss me numbers, and I got you.
17 plus 12.
29. Jesus Christ.
That is 29.
Cool. From the people who had arranged this meeting, you don't get bad vibes from them. But you do notice in tandem, those 2 assassins at the windows, those weapons immediately shift from who they're pointing at towards you.
Oh, okay, cool. Then I am, and that's my action, right? That was
Yes.
my action. Okay, cool. I'm going to look at one of them I'm gonna choose the left one, and just say, now, I'm not a guy for violence, and honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't like you because you brought violence into my saloon. That is not okay, and you are not a good person. And I'm doing unsettling words as a bonus action. So,
What do you need from me?
your next saving throw, you have to just roll a 1d6 to subtract from your saving throw.
Okay, cool copy. Fantastic. Is there anything else you want to do? Any movement? Because again, you are blocking. Have you entered the
I am
room?
blocking the door.
Did you fully enter the room?
I have not entered the room.
Do you want to do anything with
just
your
opened
movement?
Could I kind of back up a little bit out of the room? I'm gonna go at least like near the bar.
You can move yourself, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go around here.
Cool. And that will bring us to Minerva.
Wonderful performance, beautiful gowns, and someone decides to break the most sacred covenant of Rosemary's, and it's already that they did it. Is that they did it on debut day, and then in the quick moment of her turning and listening and understanding, gunshot, seeing Elijah speak, hearing him speak, not getting anything back. Yeah. This is where the dynamic you all are about to see really come into play. Because she just looks at someone next to her and says, "One moment, dear, keep drinking. Mo, thank you. Bonus action, I'm going to step of the wind. So as a note, my base speed is 45. So I will use 60 of it to just get to the door.
Fantastic.
Get to the door, kind of saddling up. I believe my husband asked questions and I didn't audibly hear anything. As she's saying that, kind of scanning about, seeing.
And you would see this scene. The two that are on the ground, Vane with the crossbow, the two very clear assassins in the window.
Quick question with the scan.
Sure.
If I need to use my action, it will suck, but I will. Does it seem like anybody in the room outside of the assassins are in on this? Or do they seem just as shocked?
What is your passive insight?
19.
They seem shocked.
That's what I needed to know, because listen, these hands are eat for everyone if they all were a problem. And seeing that they are shocked, seeing that they are that they have done this. I can't believe you've done this. Let me just check something real quick. You're just out of reach, or are you? Because technically I just need to check one quick thing. Yeah, no, you're not. Oh no, I would have to. Nope, I can't actually do that in this very second. That's okay. I just saddle. I guess. Excuse me. Pardon me. Kind of sauntering directly into the room, past the others, seeing the display, like, before she looks at the two and says, "You two are my problem," it would sound like. And she is going to immediately, I think on this turn, yeah, I'm not fighting it yet. Nor is my companions fighting it. I guess technically the unsettling words would have actually been something. That's fine. She's going to snap her fingers and cast Bane. Can they make charisma saving throws?
Yes, they can. That is a 19 for one of them, and a 22 for the other.
One of them gets a minus 1d6.
The 19 was with the minus d6.
No!
With the minus d6?
Uh-huh.
Looking at that one specifically, for a moment, the disguise falls. There's many layers of disguise, just so we're clear. For a moment, the disguise falls. and you too see a glowing eye beneath. She says, I don't think that's that entirely. Silvery parts.
Heard, Jeff. Cool. With the minus brings it down to a 17.
God dang it. That still saves. That's okay. She goes, you're making me have to use my hands, and you don't want me to do that. The advantage is going to go to Elijah.
Fantastic.
Just so he has it. But I'm in the room now.
Fantastic. Is that all you got?
That's my action and bonus action.
Fantastic. Vane is next up. He is staggered. He's got a hand on this crossbow bolt, and he's trying to like pull it out of his own neck, and is fully panicking. So he's not able to do anything, which will move us to Slate. Slate clocks you in the room. And with your passives, there's a level of fear on her face that she was she is in over her head, not expecting it. And she's holding that big chest that they walked in with. And natural 20. She casts blink on herself and vanishes from the room. And for purposes of I'm gonna move her over here. You don't see her anymore. She is not there. The chest is not there. She's just not visible. She is still here.
Absolutely fine.
But she got outie spaghetti real fast, which will bring us to the assassins. The assassins don't even regard you, Minerva. The first one is going to, because he has surprise on them still. Jesus Christ. He's going to fire at the one closest to him, or actually no, yeah, he'll fire at the one closest to him. And with a single shot, because of surprise attack, knocks Steel unconscious. The other one fires at the other cartel guy who isn't active. Jeez, okay, cool. Thanks, me. He's also knocked down to the ground. So now there are 4 unconscious thugs in the room, and Vane, who is bleeding out from his neck, and 2 completely untouched assassins. And that will bring us to Bix.
All right, well, I'm going to use all of my willpower to move through and to this room where all this commotion is going. I do
I'm
get a
gonna
bonus.
need you to make a dex check, because there is an open door that Minerva just flew into, and then 2 very loud gunshots cracked out. So the crowd is a little freaked out and are starting to move towards the door. So there's a throng of people now that you're trying to weave through to get across the room. So just give me a dex check to see if you can get all the way there without being stopped.
Absolutely. I will be, just full disclosure, I'm going to use my full action to dash. I have 40-foot movement speed this turn, and I am going to be utilizing a Misty Step.
Okay.
If the crowd is more condensed around where I am right now, I will Misty Step through on the other side of the majority of the crowd.
That would work.
Whatever makes sense.
Yeah, if you want to Misty Step first, you don't need to make a check.
Perfect. Let's do that, because I don't want to be slowed down by any of them. And then, yeah, I'll move 80. That's 30 feet for Misty Step, and then 80 feet to dash into the room.
Fantastic. You can go ahead and move yourself.
Who needs help? Who needs help? Who needs? My hands are ready to this and us.
You would just see 4 unconscious bodies on the ground that are bleeding out, and then Vane with a crossbow bolt through his neck.
Okay.
And then 2 assassins in the windows.
I'm an open target, unfortunately, but I am locked onto this really hot roserite horn tiefling that I just probably will go to first. But that's all I can do this turn.
That'll bring us to Wyatt at the bottom of initiative.
Yeah, we're doing great. That's fine. Wyatt, when the momentum started to move towards that door, had just kind of shifted with Bix out of the booth, and seeing Elijah at the bar and the crowd of people moving, He kind of tries to see in the doorway. That's impossible from where he is. That's fine. But what he is going to do is move through the crowd as best as he is able, all 30 feet of his movement. Woo! Big spender. Yeehaw!
Yeehaw.
And then if he can reasonably yell to Elijah from this location, I know the rules of your fine establishment, but might you want an exception to that violence?
Yeah, at this point, we gotta do what we gotta do.
All right. And Wyatt doesn't appear to have a weapon on him ever, but you see just spin into existence a revolver with a bright pink handle. A roserite handled silver revolver appears in his hand. That's my bonus action. As I draw my weapon. And then I will use my full rest of my action to move closer.
Another 30 feet.
I made it to the bar, everybody. Everyone cheer for me.
I'm so proud of you. You're doing great, sweetie.
And he's just gonna be ready.
Fantastic. That will take us back to the top. Elijah, what you doing? You have a crowd of people working their way out of your bar. You've heard now 2 additional gunshots go off in this room. Wyatt's on their way over to you. Binks ran straight past you. Minerva's in the room. You don't even see Minerva now. They're in the room.
Is there a way that I can deal with this crowd? Like, can I manage and just tell everyone that the saloon's closed? Everyone please leave the premises as quick as possible. We will be open later, but it's just not happening right now. We just need to close up shop.
Promise some
take
free
care of
drinks.
business. And if you come back, you can get a free drink. I repeat, a free drink.
Yeah. I would say you have a lovely little spell called Suggestion. Would you like
for this?
Would you like to amplify it with Roserite to get the attention of everyone in this bar?
Fuck it. Yeah, baby. Let's do it.
Okay. What does it look like as Elijah consumes Roserite, the raw crystal, in order to amplify his magical spell?
He like sniffs it first to make sure that it's like still good, which that doesn't make sense because it is still good. And then just kind of takes it and swallows it like a pill.
Nice. I'm gonna need you to mark that you have 2 points of corruption in doing so.
Okay.
What does your Roserite enhanced suggestion look like to this crowd?
It looks like as I am talking, you know the speaker sounds that come out, like the little lines that come out of the speaker. As I'm talking, there are pink speaker sounds coming out. As you hear, the premises is now closed. Please exit the saloon as quick as possible. Please come back at a later date, a later time. We will have free drinks for all the patrons who had to leave. I am so sorry. And yeah, that's gonna be his
Fantastic.
his suggestion.
No, that's beautiful. As these this Roserite enhanced words, there's like a level of calm in an incident that there should not be calm, and people start orderly but quickly start emptying out of the saloon. And is there anything else you want to do in your turn?
Yes. I am actually going to turn to Bix. And is there a way for me to throw a shot at Bix?
Like a shot of alcohol at me?
Yes. Yeah, not like a gun. Why would I shoot Bix? I'm just gonna shoot Bix.
I'll allow you to do. I'm gonna say this is. Would it be sleight of hand or acrobatics? I think acrobatics is what I'm leaning towards. Do you want to yeet a glass at Bix? That's gonna be acrobatics to yeet it, and then I'm gonna need a, let's say, a dex check from Bix to see if they catch it.
Okay, wait. I'm changing it to Jello shots. I'm throwing a Jello shot.
Okay.
A rose water Jello shot,
Fantastic.
as suggested by Omega, to Bix.
Fantastic. Give me an acrobatics check.
Can I meet them halfway with acrobatics?
I would, if it was your turn, I would let you shift back, like move,
Fair.
but it's not. It's their turn.
21.
21. Oh, easily. Without even like there's let's say Vonnegut's behind the bar, who like knows instinctively that you're looking for the rosewater Jello shots, just has one up ready for you. You grab it, toss it. It's a clean arc. With that roll, Bix, I'm gonna give you advantage on your dex check.
Oh, huge, because that's just raw dex bonus. Or
Yeah, just
modifier.
raw dex.
That's a dirty 20.
Oh, how do you catch it?
Just like I hear the telltale signs of Elijah trying to get my attention, and I just, with my flexibility, do a little back bend, catch it in my mouth, swirl my tongue around the little plastic rim, and take it.
Okay, you have bardic inspiration now.
Yes!
I was gonna explain it, but that entire situation just needed to be on its own. You have bardic inspiration.
Thank you. Love that you could have led that that's how you're giving bardic inspiration, and I wouldn't have made you do the check at all. But it's funnier that we did it this way. Brilliant.
Oh god.
We're gonna
Brilliant.
start a TikTok trend.
Is your bardic a d6? Or is it a d8?
Yeah, it's a d6.
Cool. So mark that you have a d6 bardic, Bix, and that'll bring us to Minerva in a room with now 4 prone unconscious people, and a bleeding out Dr. Vane, and 2 untouched assassins.
Can I ask 2 questions? One,
Sure.
is Bix small or medium?
I'm medium, just 5'7", half elf.
Okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I don't know why I keep putting the cat energy with Bix, but it makes sense. Secondly,
They were raised by cats. Yeah.
fair. I don't want this to be meta or anything like that, so that's I'm asking to just see with these unconscious figures, if they were to get temp HP, would that make them unconscious here, or would they still be very down?
That is a rules question that I am not sure.
I don't know what
the
the rules of this
answer.
specific unconsciousness is. So I'm like, it's really a you thing. So I
yeah,
don't know,
okay.
like, would it do anything or would they sit down? It changes what I will be doing this turn if I think.
I need to send you a DM.
Okay, that's totally fair. That is totally fair. So sorry. This is why we love recording.
You are good. I sent you a message.
That is fair.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, they are not the ones who started this. And she will honor that aspect, right? So however much she wants to immediately punch, and she's probably still going to, you would see, again, it's kind of like straighten herself up, looking at these individuals, almost starting to crack her knuckles, but she looks around, just kind of behind her, and she'll immediately do a twirl, and as she does, it's almost like pollen. I don't want to say pollen literally, but there's almost like an aura that manifests from her for a moment, and it begins to settle upon the group people in the room. With my bonus action, I'm going to spin one of my bardics to use Mantle of Inspiration to grant 5 temporary HP to up to 4 creatures I can see, and I can see within 60 feet.
Okay.
Truthfully, one of them is going to be Aldous Vane.
Okay.
I think it's going to be maybe Slate.
Slate is
and then,
not in the room right now.
sorry,
That's the
not
one
Slate.
who
Sorry, yeah,
blinked
Slate
out.
gone. Sorry. Steel maybe, and then two others. I don't really gonna care.
Okay.
But Aldous is going to be one of them.
Yes.
Because he's hurt, not
Yes.
unconscious.
Aldous takes the 5. When you go to try and throw that on steel specifically, you notice that it does not find purchase.
She takes note of that, and that makes her angrier because now someone's potentially dead in her room. But more importantly, any creature that gets this temporary HP can use this reaction to move up to its speed without provoking opportunity attacks. Get out of the room.
Cool. Then I will give it to the 2 cartel guys.
Okay.
Who go to grab Aldous and start to try and drag him out of the room. So they're going to move at a little slower speed, and they're not going to be able to get through the door this turn because Bix is in the way. But they're trying to move.
That is good. But at the very least, they have the ability to move and get back.
They're like a little fucked up, but they've each got 5 to HP, and they know their job is keep Aldous Vane safe. So they loop their arms through his.
Wonderful. To which I finally move forward to the group. How high are they?
Their windowsill height, so not super high up off the ground.
Wonderful. To again, kind of just cracking her neck as she hears the shuffling behind her. You will be paying a price, and unfortunately, I have more gold than you can possibly comprehend. And she's going to walk up to both of them and almost in tandem backhand both of them. And it is a hard strike. Because on each of the strikes, if I hit, I'm doing a stunning strike.
Okay.
So that's not active yet, so I gotta use this die. I'll use this. That is going to be Mathiana Grande. That's going to be 18 to hit.
As you hit, it is harder skin than you're expecting to encounter. It has for lack of a better word, a crystally kind of structure to it when you hit it. But you are able to make contact with each of them. However, they are immune to stun.
You're building this just to nerf me, and it's fine. you built this literally just to nerf me. It's okay. But I'll do. So the first one was that, and then I need to actually roll for the second one. It's higher. Great. So it's not going to be as much damage as it could be because something isn't active yet. Because of action economy. So it's going to be for the first one. Minimal 4 points of damage. And the second one will be 6 points of damage. Not as much as I want it to be, but that's absolutely okay in this moment. Seeing that they are immune to that, there is you are starting to see not just a lady who's angered, not just a lady who's scorned, but a lady who knows violence. And she's starting to go there. That is all I can do.
Fantastic. We shift to Vane's turn. Vane's gonna try and get that crossbow out of not successful with a natural 1. He goes to pull it, and he actually, as he does, Jesus Christ, my guy, does damage to himself trying to get it out of his own deck. So he burns through some of his own HP that you gave him. He's not doing well. Then it moves to Slate. Slate, Jesus Christ, pops back in inside of the room about here. So Elijah and Wyatt, you both clock Slate holding this chest. And she blinks again and vanishes. So appears with the chest, and that ping goes off for you again. But Wyatt, you would also notice that you've got a similar ping inside of the room as well. And then that will bring us to our 2 assassins. One of them, the higher one, I guess, on the map, looks at you, Minerva, and just goes, "Our quarrel is not with you.
You made it my quarrel when you fucked up shit in my establishment.
I have a job to do, and I intend to do it." And without breaking eye contact with you, natural 20. Fires specifically at Dr. Aldous Vane.
Silvery barbs.
You're a dick.
You make these things immune to stun on our first combat. Silvery barbs.
16
And I'm
on the die.
I'm keeping the advantage for
plus-
myself now.
No, that's so valid. 16 on the die plus 6 is going to hit Vane. And you hear another loud, and it's louder now because you're right up in his face. Another crack of a gunshot, and you don't have to turn around to hear Vane drop to the ground. So he is
through
unconscious.
his temporary as well.
8 through his temporary as well.
Okay,
Um,
that's totally fine. I just wanted him to have
Yeah,
a chance.
8 through his temporary as well. The other assassin sees these two upright guys and is going to do a multi-attack, I think. Yeah, he's going to make 2 short sword attacks. He's going to swing once at you and try and get past you to get over to Crystal Guy. I don't think a 11 is going to hit you. So he swings at you with a sword, misses you, and just keeps moving past. Do you want to do anything as he moves past?
Unfortunately, I used my reaction to stop the crit.
Oh, yeah. And then he will slide his sword right through that tiefling again, doing 1d6 plus 3 piercing. Exactly 5 points of damage. So the tiefling drops again as well. Whoop. And that will bring us to Bix.
Okay, well, the mapping of what I've been planning to do on my turn has been changing every word that's been said. This is
Welcome
the
to
wildest
combat.
game of ping pong that I've ever had. Okay. I just need everyone to calm down for a minute. And I'm going to channel divinity and invoke nature's wrath after moving a little bit closer in between the assassins, because I think I need to do that. So I'm gonna move kind of within melee range of this one who's just attacked Dr. Vane, but bring me within 10 feet of this other one as well. And with Nature's Wrath, I'm going to need a strength or dex saving throw of your choice, DC 15
Okay.
from each.
We're gonna go Dex. I can do math. It's the best part of D&D. Exactly 15 on one of them and 13 on the other.
Okay, the one that failed is restrained, and you can make a saving throw
cool.
at the end of each of its turns. They do not take purchase on the other one.
I know I have a tag for this. Restrained. This guy down here next to you is restrained.
Okay, that's pretty good. And I don't have a bonus action that I can do for healing, so I'm just going to move again a little bit and try and position myself in between this attractive tiefling and the assassin that's still upright.
Noted. Wyatt, what you got?
Well, given that there's a dance party in there and I am not a particularly deft dancer, I have other plans. And Wyatt is gonna just travel the nonchalant, 30 feet to kind of just hang out with Elijah. But looks in the room, and as he does, a kind of aura of pink begins to emanate from that revolver hand. And next to the wall of the room, you just see kind of almost like crystals forming in midair. A spectral figure form as I'm going to cast Summon Undead next to the wall and create a ghostly crystalline figure outside of this wall to send in there to go and help.
I have a very weird question to ask you.
Okay.
Do you want to amplify it?
You know, why not show people the beauty that is Roserite?
Fantastic. Can you mark 2 points of corruption for me? And
Okay.
Bix
Two's a lot.
and Minerva. It's just points. It's not levels. Bix and Minerva, you would notice as that pink crystalline thing starts to happen, as the pirate they called Nikki stands up. And your undead creature is actually one of the pirates.
Even better. I love this. Great. Then, with that, then I will use there's 3 different stat blocks. And that's so spicy and delicious.
I'm sending you a stat block.
Oh, great. Even better. And so, he just, under his breath, with that strange, empowered voice, just says, "Why don't you go help the nice proprietors of this fine establishment?" And he gets to go after me.
Yeah.
Thanks, Nikki, for joining the club. And that would be almost everything. I think I'm not going to do anything too spicy for my bonus action. I can't see anyone yet, can I? Can I see the one in the window?
You can see Bix. You can probably see the one at the window, but because of the angle, if you're trying to attack them, they are going to get a little bit of a buff to their AC.
Sure, I don't have that many fun bonus actions for that. That's fine. Nope. I'm just gonna let Nikki do some work. Yeah. And now it's Nikki's turn because that's how Summon Undead works.
Do you want to have Nikki go to the one that's restrained or the one in the window?
The one that's restrained is closer to Nikki. Yes.
He is. Yeah.
Yeah. Then yeah, we're gonna go help Bix out.
Fantastic. I would say you can get to make 2 melee attacks at advantage because of his multi-attack.
Yeah.
He gets a +4 to hit.
Jesus. Yeah, that is a 22 to hit
Jeez.
for the first one.
Yeah, hits.
And the second one is a natural 20.
Fantastic.
Let's go, Nikki.
Let's go, Nikki. Okay, so for the natural 20, it does he's got a short it's dagger he's holding. So it's 1d4 plus 2. So 4 plus 6.
If I may.
Yeah, what
if
you
I
got?
may.
What you want to do?
So summon undead, the actual spell
Yeah.
ends up with 2d4 to hit.
Oh,
Can I have
I'll allow it.
imbued Nikki with worse?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Cool.
So you're gonna roll 3 d4s, I believe, because max damage and then roll on top.
The damage from the form, which also has multi-attack, is 2d4 plus 3 plus the spell's level in necrotic damage, which is 5.
Oh, fuck yeah. No, do that. That's cooler.
Okay. So it's 8, and then this is just for the crit. And then another 4, so 12 plus for just the dagger, for the piercing, it'll end up being 12 plus 3 is 15 plus 5 necrotic damage. That's the crit.
So in total, how much?
15 20.
20. Okay, so 20 for the crit.
And then the second hit is another 13.
Cool.
Good job, Nikki.
That is a heavy blow. And that assassin wears it. Like, it is very, very clear that hurt. And Minerva and Bix would see that. You would see that, like, one of the pirates, like, You could hear out the hall, out the door, Wyatt mumbling and saying creepy words, and then a glow of pink crystal, and then one of the pirates got up off the floor and started hacking at an assassin.
Immediately makes a point to cast, get a hollow put in this place, because absolutely not. We're not having undead roaming here. It clocks later that it was Wyatt, but right now, hell no.
And I think that you see Wyatt's similar pink roserite glow in the eyes of Nikki.
Yeah.
Well, that's me. That's my fun for now.
Fantastic. That'll bring us back to the top of the round with Eli.
Woo. I'm gonna try to get Dr. Vane out of here.
Mhm.
Actually, could I use my action to go? Not my action. Sorry. Could I use my movement to just go into the room and do cure wounds on Dr. Vane?
Yeah, you absolutely can do that. You've got enough speed to get back into the doorway of the room. You are able to totally move back to that doorway, and you can totally cure wounds on Dr. Vane.
Okay. Elijah's gonna see the arrow in his neck and be like, You're not supposed to take it out. You kinda gotta. Alright, let me see what I can do. And cracks his knuckles. It's just gonna be 5 points.
No, every little bit helps. So give him a little juice. He's
Is he
doing a
still
little better.
unconscious?
He's he's conscious. He's looking at
Okay.
you. He doesn't look great. And you can
Great.
see where that arrow hole is, that there is a splintering of red veins permeating from it. And in his hand, you can see that arrow tip is very pink.
Okay. I am going to also shoot a jello shot on over to Minerva and be like, darling, you might need this, and throw it on over, and give bardic inspiration to Minerva through a jello shot.
Brilliant. Brilliant. And that will bring us to Minerva.
Perfect. We'll take that jello shot. We'll squeeze it immediately into the tongue. It's doing what that tongue do as it gets all of the bits out of it. As I get that D6. Toss it into like a receptacle or something that I have, maybe like one of the tables that's in here. Looking at the one who spoke to me, or is that the one that's restrained? Which one is restrained?
The one that's restrained is in between Nikki and Bix. The one that spoke to you is still in the window.
Wunderbar. Great. Just kind of takes a small little step here. Just kind of just walks around.
As you do.
To be fair, I'm not trying to get out of.
Oh, you're not trying to get out of their way?
No.
Okay, cool.
No, I'm just kind of moving around slightly.
Like
sorry.
shifting. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
yeah. Mainly so this person with the unconscious one above doesn't catch a stray. Just kind of saunter around and say, well, I guess the past doesn't always stay in the past. And as I do, that lace again begins to form on my face. The garment that I have suddenly becomes like shield maiden-esque armor upon herself. Still very, tavern girl madam, but there's just a strength and a resolve to it. As I'm going to activate my arms and my visage, I think. Oh, do I need my visage right now? I don't think I do. Wrong character sheet. I don't think I do. I don't. I'm just going to activate the arms of my astral self. And when I do, I need both of the assassins to make dexterity saving throws.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Restrained one fails.
Well,
it's real bad. The other one has like a 19 plus secret stuff that I can't tell you.
That's totally fine. Wonderful. Then the restrained one's going to take 11 points of force damage. And do they take half if they succeed? No, they take nothing when they succeed. Because the sheer power of the animation of the astral self forces the dex save and does some damage. That's my bonus action. Now I can use my wisdom instead of my dex. And I'm going to punch this person a lot. You see the arm kind of get rolled up slightly. And I'm gonna go ham. I have advantage on my first attack because of my last silvery barbs.
Okay.
Can you be crit?
I think as you come in with that critical damage, that critical punch, you're gonna watch as almost instinctively he scratches his arm down a series of crystals imbued in it and just shoves one of them in, and he's going to use Rosemary to raise his DC. Effectively, it is using Rosemary to cast a shield to raise his DC. So his DC for this round is going to be higher.
Will it?
What would your? That's what I'm asking. What would it be?
30.
Oh, do I still want to do that? He'd have to take a full level of corruption to raise it high enough.
Might be worth it.
Yeah, he'll do it. You watch as his eyes glow, like go full pink, like not just a halo of pink, fully pinked out, and this rippling of red veining starts bleeding through the rest of his face as he pushes down on this crystal, and is able to, and like you can see it, like it hits him a little harder. You've seen people expose themselves to corruption before, and you can almost see like almost a crystalline exoskeleton for a brief moment sort of fuse itself over him as he shields himself from your critical.
Okay, wonderful, because
flow.
you might be a badass in your right, but hell has no fury, like a drag queen scorned. Can I use that bardic inspiration to add to my attack, just to potentially bump it higher than what she was getting to? That is a 5 on the die, so it brings it up to a 35 total.
That will hit.
And you all would see, anybody watching, that punch, it is not a slap, it is a full punch. And it is strong. There is a level of fighting, understanding, expertise that you wouldn't expect out of someone like Minerva. Clearly, she did not learn this just in the saloon. And because you tried it, that's going to be, you said that. That's going to be not bad at all. Let me just check one quick thing really quickly. Delete, they can't be crit. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that. Great. That is going to be. Oh wait, do I add anything more? I haven't asked yourself in so long. No, great. That is going to be 17 points of force damage for the first attack.
Okay.
Second attack. That is going to be. He has to shield for the entire round.
For the entire round, yeah.
So I'm assuming 24 does not hit.
24 doesn't hit.
Wonderful. Fury of blows. You know what? No, because the shield's going to be a problem. Fury of blows to this guy. Here's the fun thing. As I swing, you almost see a rose-colored variant of my hand go towards the other guy next to me as my reach is extended. So I actually don't have to move at all. And he's restrained, so this is actually an advantage.
It's an advantage.
That is a 24 for that guy.
Oh, that hits.
Wonderful. That is going to be 12 points of... Am I mathing that right? Yeah, 12 points of damage for the first attack on that one. Last attack is another natural 20. That is going to be 18 points of force damage to that individual.
Fantastic. He is not doing well.
That is action. That is bonus action. And I think I am good.
Wyatt.
Hello.
You would see a couple of things happen simultaneously. Vane's gonna make a cool. You would see just by the door, Slate with the chest, that pinging. It almost like feels like a thrumming in your chest as you feel like pushed towards it. And then she blinks one final time. And at this point, you can tell she is close enough to the door that she is out the front door and running off with the chest. Inside the room, you watch as this poison from the roserite tipped arrow that was through Vane's throat starts to spread even further, and it almost looks like it's burning his throat. And Elijah, he is looking up at you and reaching a hand out towards you. You take it.
Yeah, I think I would take the hand.
He whispers very faintly to you. You have to get the heart. If Rael does not get it, hell hath no fury on any place that keeps it from her. You have to get the chest. Just whispers it at it as he's like struggling to breathe.
I'll try my best to get the chest, but maybe we should worry about you healing up.
And you can just see that, like, where that poison is, it's just eating away at him. That will move us to the two assassins. One of them is... Okay.
Speaking of reaction, because this might affect what they want to do.
I'll allow it.
To that, Elijah's, we gotta worry about you. Bix would be like, I got this. Bix full well, like Elijah full well knowing Bix has lay on hands and can cure poison.
Fantastic. That first assassin that you just punched, Minerva, looks at you and gives you, you grew up with fighters. You know the look of a person who knows that they are about to do some fuck shit. Like you can clock that look in someone's eye from a mile away. Just gives you a curt nod of respect almost. And then raises that gun and fires at Aldisvane. And for a brief moment, with those incredibly high passive perceptions, you can almost see the tint of a roserite tipped bullet as it goes flying across this room.
We talking about fuck shit?
Yeah, fuck shit. We're doing
their fuck shit.
Do you got fuck shit?
There is. Oh, I'm gonna ask. I think Elijah. I don't think there's a wince necessarily. You don't see like a word, but you feel like a tight stiffening up. I think something on Minerva's back just grows a little hot, just slightly, and that's where the discomfort comes from. But you got to be willing to be discomforted to do what you need to do. Can I potentially take a point of corruption to use my deflect missiles and catch this?
Ooh. What level is deflect missiles?
It's not a level, it's a reaction.
Oh, it's an ability. It's a ooh. If you take 2, I would say you don't have to burn your reaction to do it.
Absolutely, we'll take 2. Let me actually get practice.
Fantastic. I'm gonna need you to make a Constitution saving throw though if you do.
Work, I can do that.
Cool.
Oh, that says 2, not 3. Fuck.
Yeah, it's going to be a Constitution saving throw. The DC is 20.
Okay, don't give me like that. It's an 18 on the die. I only have a +2.
Fantastic. That's great. You're gonna take half damage then.
Okay.
I need to roll some dice.
Now the question is, if I'm using that ability, can I still reduce the damage and then go from there, or I'm just taking half of it?
You're just taking half of it because
That
this
is
is
totally fair.
not. You're just getting not the actual piercing. You're getting the effects of the nasty bullet.
Fair.
Cool. You're going to take 49 points of damage, poison, halved to 24.
Okay.
24 points of poison damage, and you are not poisoned.
All that would have went to Aldous. He would have been dead.
this assassin looks at you as you like reaction, throw out your arm, catch the bullet, and is going to use his action surge and do it again. It's a 17 on the die plus 6. It's gonna hit Aldous. It will kill Aldous if it hits it. Does anyone have anything they want to do?
Killing people on the night of my daughter's wedding.
Can I silvery barbs it?
You can silvery barbs it. Aldous' AC is only a 12.
Oh my god. Aldous, I need
really
you
well.
to Aldous,
He's a
Be better.
scientist.
Aldous, I need you to lock in, please.
Basically, if I roll a 9 or higher on this die, he's hitting him.
Okay.
It's a natural 20.
Cool.
He's
Turbo
dead.
dead.
He's dead.
There's not
He's
much
dead.
I can do
He's
here.
dead.
More dead.
He's dead.
Extra dead.
You watch as he again nods you, Minerva, with a full range of respect, and fires a second shot off at Aldous. And like
Does he die in
almost
my
as soon as those
arms?
words, basically, like as you're holding his hand, that hits the side of his face and just cuts through. And you watch as his body goes limp in your grasp, and he collapses onto the ground. The other assassin hasn't moved yet. He's going to look at his assassin friend in the window, and knowing that he is on death's door, make a roll to see if he can break the restrained first and foremost. Jesus Christ. What is your saving throw for breaking the restrained, Joe?
15.
Yeah. He's able to break free of it, and he's going to take a shot at Minerva to try and distract you from going after his friend. I don't think a 9's gonna hit you, Minerva. I don't think it's gonna hit you.
No.
And then this assassin in the window is going to make to jump out the window. That is his plan.
Have I? Because you said it didn't necessarily burn my action, so do I
You
still
didn't burn
have
your
my
reaction. You still have your reaction.
You are gonna make me mad up in here, up in here. Okay. I think I gotta let him go, but it doesn't mean I'm not making a choice after they go. That's all I can say.
You are close enough that as they leave,
I guess you know what I will. I have the
Yeah.
I have the reaction regardless. I will just take an opportunity attack if I can. If they are not
Go
like,
for it.
mobile or whatever. Yeah, just because I'm angry. No, clearly I'm mad too. That's a 15 hit.
It's back to his turn, so it would nope, wouldn't hit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, wouldn't hit. As he turns, you catch a symbol on the back of his jacket, a very familiar symbol that you would know. It is a symbol for the Order of the Rose.
Oh, Order of the Rose sent out this hit?
As he drops out of the window. And that will bring us to Bix.
Great. I'm gonna move. Seeing that Vane is no longer
He's
with
real
us.
dead.
He's real dead. Does this tiefling look poisoned?
She doesn't look poisoned. She just looks unconscious.
Okay, I can. You know, Minerva always says I need to be more assertive and stop looking after everybody else before I look after ourselves. So knowing what might be more important to
Tiefling's down by Aldous.
her.
Yeah, this guy drops down. So this guy over here, that's Tiefling.
Yeah, I'm
Over in
gonna
the
move,
cluster.
I'm gonna move towards the window,
Mm-hmm.
and cast a cheeky little ensnaring strike, and take a shot with my +1 revolver.
Fantastic. Give me an attack roll.
I will probably do the bardic inspiration regardless. Ooh, okay. 14 plus 10 is 24.
24 hits.
You don't have to
Um,
do the bardic inspiration. You can do the magical inspiration and add on extra damage.
Oh, that's a thing?
Yeah, I have. It's one of my special things that you can use the bardic die. If someone else has bardic inspiration and they decide to cast a spell that either heals or deals damage, they can use that die as damage to add on. So you can add on 1d6 to your damage.
Slay. Okay, so raw from the revolver. It's going to be 2d8 plus 6, 5 plus 2, 7 plus 6, 13 from the
Okay.
revolver. Plus an extra 6 from the bardic. And then, does that ensnaring strike, does that do any extra damage, or is that just...
Or just to stop him from running.
It does do an extra... Target must succeed on a strength saving throw or be restrained.
He's not good at those. It's a natural one.
Okay, so
Let's go.
the magical rosebud thorny vines that they eluded earlier spring from the ground and wrap around him in like a vortex, similar to the way the thorny vine of the rose tattoo on Bix's chest and throat kind of swirl around the hummingbird, because they're covered in tattoos. And while restrained by the spell, they're gonna take 1d6 piercing damage at the start of each of their turns. Bix just pops their head back in from the window and he's like, looks to Minerva and Elijah and Wyatt out there like, I got him! Got him!
And Minerva, you're near the other window. You can see he is like ensnared down on the ground, and in a pretty solid world of hurt currently.
Oh, one more thing. They take their second shot because I get an extra.
Oh,
Fantastic.
That's gonna be 8 plus 10, 18 to hit. Oh, I
18.
get advantage because
You
they're
do.
restrained.
Because they're restrained.
Yeah, I'll take the 18.
18 just barely hits.
Beautiful. So that's 2 more d8 plus 6. Ooh! 7 plus 7 is 14 plus 6. That's 20 more damage from
What does
magical
it look
revolver.
like as you kill him?
Oh no! There is just a for a second, only those with the most astute eye could feel like this silvery pulse. It's almost like a flashlight or dancing lights as they shine through a spider's web, and you just see all of these silvery strings kind of pulling out from Bix in like a magical weave of magic, as the bullet leaves the revolver and goes straight through the rose tattoo to a vital artery of this restrained person.
It fires out, echoing in this alleyway alongside Rosemary's, and you watch as this assassin falls to the ground. And inside the room, there's like a caterwaul from the remaining assassin who is on death's door still. He's not doing super well. And that brings us to Wyatt. There's one
That's
assassin in the
perfect.
room who is
There sure
just
is.
barely there.
Yeah. So Wyatt is finally going to join the party. Just kind of sidle on in with that unnerving, it's not bright pink like most roserite glow. There's a darkness to it, like looking through a smoky, dark room within a more purplish light, kind of almost exuding from him as he controls our new friend, Nikki. And his voice just echoes around the room, exuding from Nikki, from maybe a few other places as well. Now, why don't you just have a seat and tell us who sent you? Otherwise, things are going to get more messy than you are ready for.
Give me, I'm gonna say intimidation.
Yes.
That feels correct.
Yep.
Intimidation at advantage.
Move those out of the tray. Yeah, that is a 23.
Gross. Cool. Even though I rolled very well, it's not quite enough. And he looks at you. For a split second, there's a level of fear. There's a little bit of fear. And he doesn't, like, sit, but he does seem paused for a brief moment.
Now, Nikki, will you tend to our friend? And as he says that, I'm going to pass my turn over to Nikki, who is going to cast Hold Person on him.
Fantastic. What is the saving throw for Hold Person? Because I don't know it off the top of my head.
For Nikki, it is only an 11.
Yeah. It's not
if
great.
you're using Nikki's
Use
spell
Nikki's
save
stats.
DC.
Yeah. Spell save DC 11. 17.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. So there's a flash of magic as Nikki tries to cast his Hold Person and it doesn't work.
Never delegate your good fine tasks to lessers.
That will bring us back to the top with Elijah and Minerva on deck. You've got one guy who is on death's door, a dead Aldous Vane, an unconscious crystal-horned tiefling, and like a cartel guy who has been slowly trying to crawl his way out of this room.
I'm in the room, right?
You're in the room.
Okay, and Elijah would probably turn to the assassin and say, "Now, we don't necessarily want to kill you. You could give us some information on what you were sent here to do."
Are you going for a persuasion or an intimidation?
I am going for persuasion. He's
Okay.
too friendly to do intimidation, to be honest with you.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. I got a nat 1.
No!
But it's not 1 plus 12, so 13, but it's still a nat 1.
Yeah, it's a nat 1, babes.
Yeah.
He looks at you.
Sorry, aren't you an eloquence bard?
Yes.
Don't you have a silver tongue?
Oh, shit, I do.
You can't nat 1.
I can't nat 1. Wait,
Sorry,
you're so right on that.
My husband is better than that. You can't get under a 10.
So
yeah,
wait,
I literally
It's a
can.
22.
It's
Okay.
a 22. Yeah. Wow. Thank
Okay.
you so much for that.
You're welcome.
I am going to roll a die. This guy has a +3 to his charisma. So he needs to roll basically a 19 to succeed. An 8's not going to cut it. He's going to look at you and go to start to speak. And as he does, there is a flare of light on his wrists as you see a crystal light start to pulse as he starts to speak a name and only gets out the beginning of it. You just hear soul, and then a light goes out behind his eyes.
Like a dead light?
Like a dead light.
Oh, okay.
And he drops to the ground. And our camera pulls back in this moment. This carnage in this room where just a few minutes ago there was light and singing and laughter. And we see a dead member of a cartel, a dead assassin, an assassin outside the alleyway on the ground. A man that should be dead but is walking. Another corpse on the ground just above, and a cartel man trying to drag his way out of a room that he wants no business being in. And I think that is where we will leave episode 1. We will see you all next time. Have a good night.